I'm sorry if this one's kind of grim, but we got to talk about it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Real Estate Minute Show. Don't mean to be grim today, but we have to talk about preparing for death. And it's, nobody wants to think about it, but I got to tell you, I've been involved in transactions and selling property where nobody has prepared for things and it has gone totally astray, as they say, whoever they is. And so I just want to talk real briefly. If this makes you nervous or you don't like it, turn it off. But if you have children or you have others that you do want to benefit from your legacy, from your savings, from your assets that remain when you pass, you need to prepare for that. And what I recommend is obviously a will and trust and all the directives and things like that. And which it isn't very expensive. If you need a recommendation locally in California, I'm happy to provide for an estate planning attorney. It's funny, I graduated law school with an estate planning and taxation degree, and I don't understand it, hate it, and hire others to do it for me. So it's actually kind of stay in your lane, right? But I actually prepare a notebook, and it's a full-blown notebook, which I'm going to show you real briefly. It's the Lieberman Family Estate Plan. And inside that notebook is essentially a bunch of information. It's the will, the trust, the contact for the attorney, contact for our accountant, things like that. So like, God forbid, Michelle and I pass, something happens, the girls, all they need to do is open up the safe, and they know it, and they have the safe combination, and they know to go open up the safe and grab the notebook. And obviously, it's very emotional, but just let's take the emotion out of it for a second. And they're going to get a letter that says, start here. And that letter, start here, is what is essentially, girls, I love you. Start here, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it lists out who to call first, who to call second, where to go for all the bank accounts, where to go for the other assets, where to go for the property, all that stuff. It just lays out all the things to do. And also has envelopes separate and apart for each one of the assets and entities and things like that. So like all the information is slotted. I say, see envelope 1 for this, see envelope 2 for that. Sounds super retentive, right? A-retentive. But I got to tell you, I've learned a long time ago when we have done some deals like this that have been like a mother occupying the home and she passed. And I get a call from a past client or a friend, can you help me out? And everything's going to go through probate, which is a long, dragged out process. Nobody knows where anything is. Bank accounts all over the place and things. Somebody even owned a piece of land in Idaho and didn't know what the hell to do or where to find it. We ended up finding it and stuff, but it took a long time. This notebook, this takes all the stress off of that. It's got everything. The passwords, where to go to get it. Everything is all kept on offline, by the way. Let me pull this out. Forgive me, this is kind of like a live feed here. Everything is kept all offline and not on the internet as far as passwords on a thumb drive, which is included with the notebook, which has all the passwords and everything and documents and stuff, so that everything is hard copy, not on the internet as far as passwords and things. And that's how we do it. That's how I did it. Again, it sounds real out of control, but I found that it just really, it took a lot of stress off me because I feel like, I got to kind of have it, for the girls and make sure that everything's protected. And it made me feel much better. We talk to them about it so they understand what it is and where to go to get it. And we update it every year to make sure. If you want any tips on kind of how I do it and why and stuff like that, I'm happy to share kind of our format. Which can help you. All right. Sorry for the grim, but I thought it was important enough because if you have assets like real property and stuff, you want that stuff taken care of properly. Take care. Have a great week. We'll see you next week on the show.